Hi and welcome to the Feast of Drakes. As you can see, we're here in Dol Amroth. Just gonna jump on the boat. Just as a quick disclaimer for this, I suppose, or for all the videos that I make, I'm no expert. You might have already noticed that as you've watched it. So any comments that you have, or if you think I'm trying to kind of, tell you how to play the game, or this is, the way to do it, lots of people have left some good comments of different ways I can do things. That maybe I'm not actually using my skills to the best of my ability, etc. I really appreciate those, and I want them to keep coming. These are by no way kind of definitive guides, just my idea of how it should be done. If you haven't played Drakes before, this is where you go. I've kind of called this video a tale of three squishes. If you don't know what a squishy is, it's what people like hunters and bergs are called because we're so easily killed. But here, as you can see, we've got two hunters and a minstrel, and we're going to try and take on the drakes and all the other quests here. So one of the quests, it says here, clear the groups of corsairs, and they're all don't know if I'm using the term right, they're all elite mobs here. About 85,000, and we probably couldn't do this if it wasn't for Vix's healer, who is a fantastic minstrel. And it's me and Cat Monica, or Monicat as she's known on her other alts, going through this. So we won't be watching all of it because it's pretty much you go around the island that you're on and you take out the thugs and the sneaks and the snipers. So this is just showing you the sort of small groups, and Vix's healer is doing a great job as we're just taking them out. There we go, and as it says on the right hand side, 1 out of 6, so no problem there. And this is a kind of up on this platform here. This is one of the small quests that you can, or the mini quests, just like killing the thing. You put the bait on the platform and you have to kill all of the enemies before the time runs out. So let's see how that goes for us. I think Monica's just getting ready to do that. Ready. And I'm writing. I mistakenly thought we were at the Drakes thing, so I wrote 1 at a time, but it's just wrong. But anyway, here we go. This is what happens. And for me also, and for some of you, the library, you didn't find the library video. You thought that was actually quite easy, the library. But I find this incredibly difficult. I've never actually done it with anyone before. There's just so many that come, and they're all sort of 38, 39,000 XP. And we've only got a minute left. You can see that it's counting down: 53, 52, 51, 50. And they're still coming, still more coming up, and the minstrel is down, and so are all of us. And this quest is not repeatable. As you can see, the timeline, the time counted down, that's it, game over. So now it's time just to run around and kill the groups, the rest of the groups around the island. There's a sneak, might as well take him out. Nice and easy. See, Monicat's got the red trait line, or at least got Rain of Arrows. I'm blue trait, which means I can move around. I like that. I've actually retraded recently, try to get more kind of power. Use a lot more of the red trait line. I've dropped Heartseeker, for example, and tried to get some more sort of stacking power to my bow. But, and still sneaks and thugs here. It's quite big groups, really. As I said, I've edited the video so we won't see all of them. I think we watched the first two and then I kind of cut in between. There's no point in watching it all. Here the main event are the drakes themselves, obviously. So it's just showing you what you have to do before you, or you don't have to do it, but you know what's available for you to do before you meet them. And who doesn't like killing huge dragons, really, or fighting huge dragons? I know I do. Caught behind the tree. I just burn him down. There. And here is the platform, but we've run past the platform now, just at the top of that hill. And here's another group. And here I've used Bard's Arrow to make one sniper run away, because they're the ones that did so much ranged damage. I've got ranged evade stat on, but and I've also got a major or greater essence of evasion or something, but it still really is, they really do hit you and burn me down. In fact, I think the essence armor's made me even more squishy than I used to be, which I sort of need to look at, really. But there you go. Sent him. Tried to send him away again, but couldn't. There's one sniper on the right-hand side there. He's been sent off. And now we can concentrate. So that's a good trick, I think, to try and at least incapacitate the snipers, or at least target them first. And almost a similar situation just around the other corner of the island. You can see on the map on the top, we're at the very top of the island now. I think we do that again. Send one off. And then incapacitate the other one with distracting shot. And now we've only got the mobs to deal with, which is but yeah, unfortunately it doesn't last that long. As you can see here, Vixie's healer's kiting a little bit, running around the island. In a bit of trouble there, but managed to heal herself, or himself. Send another sniper off and try and get aggro away from the healer. And they're getting done again. So I'll lend a hand, take those out for a while. And now they chase her again, but we should, hopefully that gave enough time now for me to draw aggro back. There. And there. I just thought that the nice little trick was sort of going back and taking them out like that. I thought I quite like that. And just burn him down here. And there are 6 groups in total. That was the 4th one. And now we're back almost where we started. This is the platform to put the bait down to Now we tried this a couple of times by standing up the stairs on the left there, on the right now as I go down up there, but it didn't work. We died. So now here they come. This is our, I think, our third and final attempt. Just making sure I've got bow chance and I've eaten my venisons and etc. Now the idea was, I've done this before with actually just me and a captain and a warden, was to actually kite one of the drakes down here, and the blue one managed to stay at the top, so we could just focus on one at a time, which is what we tried to do there, but unfortunately both of them have been taken down. But they're rather impressive, I think. Again, very old game, but still rather impressive character models there. Could do with a little bit of sharpening, but we'll see. I'm being targeted quite heavily by Yaradek. It's the red drake's name. Huge balls of fire. I really like that. And completely fills the whole screen and gives you a real sort of, you know, what's going on, I'm in trouble kind of feeling. Just let the action play out a bit. I've had problems here as well. I've actually had to re-trait my LI and get my focus power cost down, because as you can see I'm already out of power here. Having to use some pots to get power up, which is slightly annoying. I've also started to use the red trait line when I'm in groups. I sort of respect red trait line and blue trait line. So I'm still learning, even though I've been playing the game for a couple of years, 2.5 years. I've still got a lot to learn, which is why I said at the start, if you've got anything, comments, hints, setups, you know, trait setups, specs, virtues, anything like that, you know, put them in the comments. Call me an idiot. Say you're an idiot, you're not doing it right. Put it, you know, and then tell me how it's done. You know, I want to get better at it. Look at that. Whoa. Nice little bit of slow motion action there. Just to show the full force of the fire. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Huge. But we've nearly got Yaradek down. The reason I dropped Heartseeker was because, I don't know, I used it solo every now and then, but I just think more and more group content, it's not really needed. There's a little bit of a symbolic use of the hope token there, because we tried this so many times. I think we're actually on this for about 45-50 minutes. So we really, yeah, it's just like, you know, I hope we get it done. Only one left now. And coming up in future videos, in fact I'm going to play it in a minute, is I'm going to have a look at Dead Marshes. I'm basically just going to talk through one quest. I've never done it before, so it's going to kind of, not directly live, but I'm not going to edit it or record it first and talk over it. I'm just going to talk as I play and have a look at what's going on with the Dead Marshes 14.2. Usually if something's been on Aurora, which is the test beta server, for a couple of weeks, then it usually means that the update is just around the corner. So maybe even next week we'll get to play the whole thing. But I'll something to maybe look forward to if you haven't seen it. I think there are a couple of other LotRO or LotRO YouTube sites that have already got it, but if you want to see my take on it and how I kind of get through at least one or two of the quests, then yeah, that'll be coming up also later this week. I get a little bit scared there. I think that the Drake has pushed the mini off the cliff, but she comes back, so that's all good. Or the Hobbit, he comes back. And then Monicat has taken it's got aggro focused on her. Or Cat Monica, and now, as you can see, 78,000 XP left. It's all going well. This would have been so much better with a red trait line, I know that. And I now have one that I can use where I can just stand there and use upshot, and it really does help a great deal. So yeah, I'm going to start kind of winding it down now because it's going to be finished very soon. Hope you like the video. Again, if you've got a better way to do it, let me know, or another way to do it, let me know. Because I really enjoy this one, but I think it just takes so long and it's very difficult. So, and there are lots of other videos on the site. There's Dol Amroth library quests. There's Emin Ernil. We've just opened it on Windfola. So if you like this sort of thing, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Okay? And yeah, thanks. Bye bye.